headlines, ladies and gentlemen. Here's something that's totally true. The Sexy was back in the country this week and I had the chance to hang out with him. Ow!
Justin Timberlake might just be the coolest man on the planet. First a Mouseketeer, then a boy band heartthrob. Now he's the world's biggest and most respected pop star, with everyone from Madonna to Mick Jagger lining up to perform with this singing, dancing, piano-playing sex machine. In the middle of his Future Sex Love Show tour, Justin invited Rove to drop by the Sexy Back Lounge for his only Australian interview.
I want us to try to sit as awkwardly as we can during the whole thing.
How about if I sit like this? No, you have to. Yeah, perfect.
And I'm just going to do that.
I'll just sit like this.
I'm going to make
perfect.
I've never seen a working bar at a gig before.
I think we have the first. I think we have the first working bar on the floor as part of the set.
How do you find it when you're performing to have a bunch of pissed idiots around?
I love it because I suddenly become way more entertaining to them and they suddenly become way more entertaining to me. So after 100 and something shows, you know, it's kind of fun to look out in the crowd and see someone, you know, off their guts.
You've been working on that Aussie accent because I noticed you're pulling it out during the show. It works really well.
I haven't fully perfected it yet.
So if you've got guys here with alcohol, girls here with alcohol, and then you're dancing around the way you're dancing around, do you find that some of the guys get a little bit jealous?
Tell me how they got that pretty little face on that pretty little frame.
There's a moment in the show when you break out the moves for the first time.
No.
And every guy in the audience loses his woman, just like that.
No.
He does. He totally does.
No way.
Oh, rubbish.
No way.
As if you're not sitting there going,
No
check
way.
this out. 3, 2, 1, Timberlake.
Listen. Is that what it is? So I don't find that at all. You know, I find that everybody at the show is just having a blast. You know, I see people making out in the crowd, and
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's when it comes. Yeah. And what I like about it is it's like a club on the stage as well.
To the point where you guys even do a shot on stage.
We do.
What did you have?
It's tequila.
Man, I can't do tequila.
No?
It's too much for me. Tequila and Sambuca, it's just bad news.
Yeah, Sambuca, I'll go with you on. I had a really bad experience with Jägermeister as well.
That's dangerous.
I'll never go there again.
That's dangerous. You've cancelled a gig before from being hungover, haven't you?
That's not true, okay?
Oh, no, that's... Oh, you've ruined it. That would have been a great
I know. Well, I
story.
could have
For
kept
us
this...
here,
I know,
to hear someone say, couldn't do the show, you say, oh, it's sick, personal thing.
Well,
no, I was hungover. You rule the planet.
This was a lesson actually in my sarcasm getting the best of me. I rescheduled some shows in the Bay Area in California, and as it turned out, I had just gotten to where I couldn't sing anymore. I just really overworked my voice. So I came on stage, and I sort of just made a joke about it. I was like, you know, they said I canceled these gigs because I was hungover. Well, I was hungover, and I just kind of left it out in the air. I thought it was funny at the time, and then the next thing I know, I got a call from my publicist like, you can't say that.
Do you hate that? Not being able to make a joke? Because you're a funny guy. If you couldn't get away with making a quip and
I'll
have people...
continue to make
Your publicist's life a nightmare.
You know, I mean, I'm having fun. And although it does become... You kind of have to laugh at that because people do take you literally a lot. A lot. All the time. Yeah. No, people do take you literally. You mean you make a joke and jest and complete sarcasm, and people are like, he really is mean. Can't believe. So, you know, you do. I think you don't want. I don't want to go around the world people thinking I'm, you know,
a drunk.
A drunk. Although that's halfway true.
That part's okay. Let's use that.
See, that part right there will become... But I don't care. I mean, you can't... I don't think you can worry about what people are saying or thinking or... You know, I mean, for the most part, I'm just worried about... I don't want to embarrass my family any more than I already have, so...
So So, do your family come to your gigs?
You know what's so funny? They've seen my show, so it's really not about my show anymore. My family just looks at it as an opportunity to go on vacation. So they're like, you're going to be in Australia? Well, we're going to come to Australia. And they probably, you know, they'll show up for like the second half of the show or something. And they're like, we were sightseeing, you know. So, and I love that, you know, by all means. They supported me for, 20 years. I'm kind of in debt to my mom and dad, so.
Hey, how's your golf game going at the moment?
It's all right. It's all right, you know.
What are our courses like here? Are they any good?
They're really good. They're really good. The last one I played was the Royal Adelaide, and you've seen the pictures. And it's weird. I kind of feel like I'm on the PGA Tour because every time I put a ball and a tee down and I'm setting up a hair, and I'm like, and then you look over behind a tree and there's some guy with a lens this long and he's like,
how are you meant to play like that?
You're not meant to, Rove. That's the point.
Oh, I see. Of
You're
course.
Not meant to. But it's all right. It's no big deal as long as he's not running out in the fairway and getting in the line of fire.
Now it was.
But, funny enough, I think if with my game, if he stands right in the middle of the fairway, he's probably safe.
So was it in Adelaide that you got attacked?
Attacked
by the magpie? You were talking about the magpie.
No, that was in Brisbane.
Was it really?
That was in Brisbane. Yes.
Have you ever experienced anything like that before?
No. No, they're the dive-bombing gangsters of the air.
Hey, Justin, I would like to give you the opportunity to win $20 in 20 seconds.
Right. I saw your show. I actually was, on my day off the other day, I turned the TV on and I watched your show and I saw someone do the 20. I mean, shouldn't you turn this game into, like, who would you turn gay for?
Pretty much. That's start the clock. Do you take stuff from hotel rooms?
Absolutely.
Have you ever forgotten your mum's birthday?
No.
Where do you stand on manscaping?
Manscaping?
Manscaping.
What is manscaping?
Stop the clock. Look, I'll be frank. Keeping your pubic area nice and clean and
okay.
neat.
I think it depends on the manscape. If you have sort of, like woolly mammoth syndrome, I think maybe, you want to think about it. But I'm not particularly fond of
requiring
I'm not particularly fond of looking like I looked when I was 7 years old.
That's a good call. That's a very good call. Start the clock. Complete this rhyme. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm Justin Timberlake, and...
Wouldn't you like to be too? He's so modest. He's so modest.
What do you use the internet for?
Porn.
I'm kidding. Do you vote in presidential elections?
I do.
Ever been caught picking your nose in traffic?
I'm sure there's a picture of me somewhere picking my nose.
And drum roll on the bar.
Is
Justin Timberlake, who would you turn gay for?
I think a lot of people would expect me to go with a Clooney or a Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw you for a loop. I'm going to say Andy Samberg.
In the costumes from...
Particularly in the costumes, but I think mostly just because I'm way bigger than Andy, and I just don't want there to be any confusion on who the alpha is.
Nice job. It's very crinkled, but take it anyway.
Hey,
Justin Timberlake.
I work hard for the money.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
pleasure.
Man. All right. Next time I'll come to the studio.
Come hang. Dance on the bar. Yes, indeed. I should point out, just in case you're trying to work out who Justin was talking about there, this is who he would turn gay for. Andy Samberg is the guy's name. He's a comedian from Saturday Night Live, and late last year, he and Justin got dressed up like this to perform a song called Dick in a Box. As you can see, that's pretty much what it's about. If you haven't seen it, YouTube it and thank me later. Okay, let's do the plug. This is it. Justin's tour continues across Australia. If you're lucky, you might